AIS Play รวมความบันเทิงคุณภาพเปิดความสนุกทุกที่ทุกเวลา
ส่งต่อความมั่นใจสู้ไปด้วยกันนะครับ
63% humidity. It's quite warm and humid. Not all that comfortable in the sun. Most of the competitors have been wearing a hat or a cap of some kind. And in the first contest, we have the bronze medal match in the recurve mixed team, and it is Mongolia versus the People's Republic of China. One man and one woman in the mixed team. So this competition will be somewhat quicker with just 2 competitors for each team rather than the teams of 3 as we saw this morning.
Asian Games 2018 Jakarta, Palembang.
So our archers make their way onto the archery field. They're in central Jakarta, this magnificent series of venues all around quite a large area, the large main stadium plus the Jakarta Convention Centre and many more venues available. It's a great active site for Asian Games competition. Mongolia versus China. Here's the Chinese team, and no surprise to see Zhang and Hu. In fact, we've seen quite a bit of Otgenbold Bata Kyag for Mongolia in the last few days as well. So Mongolia losing to Japan in the semi-finals, and China losing to Korea in the semi-finals of the mixed event. So the first archer to step up representing China is Zhang Xinyan. And a 9 for her, competing earlier in the recurve women's team and now in the recurve mixed team. Hu Tianyu begins with a 9 as well. A 7 to begin for Mongolia, and that was Urantun Galag Bishindi. Now Otgenbold Batag Yag. And China off to a good start, already leading by 4 points.
9.
And a second 9 for Zhang Xinyan. She is a character. She's been performing strongly over the last couple of days for China.
9.
And a 9 for Zhu Tianyu. And tomorrow, Zhang Xinyan will be competing in the women's individual gold medal match. Eight for Bishindi of Mongolia. And now Batakyag. 10. A good score from him.
Target 1 goal 778 target 2 goal 49. We will wait for the official score from the target judge.
Well, a very good start there for China, particularly with the first 2 arrows and establishing a 4-point lead very quickly. Mongolia just a little off target with their first couple of arrows, and that opened the door for China to get off to a quick start out of the blocks and halfway down the track before Mongolia really got going. But they did get going, so they'll be confident that there's a long way to go yet in this final.
Target 1, shoot first.
Now Mongolia to shoot first at the beginning of the second set after China took the first 2 points to nil. And that is better from Bishindi. And that is better from Otkenbold with his, compared to his first arrow. So 19 out of 20 with the first 2 arrows for Mongolia in the second set. Zhang with an 8. A lot of concentration required from Zhang Xinyan and, for that matter, Qiu Tianyu, both competing earlier in the team event.
9.
So now it's Mongolia ahead by 2 at the beginning of the second set. 3 more arrows, I should say 2 more arrows to come from each. 9. 2 9s for Bishindi. And an 8 for Otgonbold Batao Tuyag. So 19 ahead. China could catch them with a couple of high scores.
8.
An 8 makes it a little bit difficult though. 11 behind. And just the 1 arrow to come. 10, a very good arrow, but
We will wait for the official score from the target judge.
good work by Mongolia not to be unnerved after losing the first set by 4. They bounced back and are set to win the second, 36-35. One set each, which scores each team 2 points, 2 all. Best of 4 sets. A 10 for Zhang Xinyan, the 23-year-old. Before these games, Zhang was ranked 111th in the world. But I think this will improve her rankings. And a 10 from Zhu, 25 years old with a world ranking of 122nd. Did come 7th in a recurve mixed team event in Berlin this year. Now Mongolia. An 8 for the oldest competitor in the mixed here in this bronze medal match. Bishindi is 41 years old and Batakiag 21. An 8 for him. So Mongolia fall behind by 4 again. And a 9 keeps the pressure on from Zhang. Her best international result, a 9th placing in the recurve individual at a World Cup event in Berlin earlier this year. Now, this is a problem and brings the clock into play with 9 seconds remaining here. But Xu gets the arrow away in time. Bishindi with an 8. She has competed at 4 previous Asian Games. And a 10. A 10 for the male half of this mixed team.
Double 10, 9 and 8. We will wait for the official score from the target judge.
Well, China in a comfortable position here, ahead 37-34 until the judges confirm. So it looks as if China will be ahead 2 sets to 1, 4 points to 2. Yes, looking at the record of the 41-year-old Burantung Galag Bishindi from Mongolia, and you'll notice that she is relatively tall, just an inch short of 6 feet or 175 centimetres, but she began her Asian Games competition back in 1998 at the Bangkok Asian Games and has since competed in 2006 in Doha, 2010 in Guangzhou, 2014 in Incheon, and now at the Asian Games in Jakarta, Palembang. And her results have progressively, well, I was about to say improved, but they really peaked in the recurve individual in 2006. But an 8th and 9th finish in the women's team event in 2010 and 2014. So it is 2 sets to 1 now. China leading the way. 4th set. And it's a set that Mongolia has to win. And that could score a 10 for Bishindi. Batag Hyag now. Almost half the age of his partner. And a 7. A 10. That is brilliant from Zhang Xinyan. And good backup from Qiu Tianyu. He's 25, just 2 years older than Zhang, so they are a relatively young team. Now this is all important now, trailing by 3, Mongolia. Bishindi with a 10. Great work by Bishindi. So Mongolia here ahead by 7 and an 8. So ahead by just 15, and Zhang will take aim. A 10. So China reaching for the bronze medal now. Mongolia just 5 ahead, and it's Zhu who takes aim. And it looks like an 8, and that will be a bronze medal. A bronze medal for China. A hug and congratulations for the team, mixed team of Zhu Tianyu and Zhang Xinyan. Coach congratulates them as well. Disappointment on the face of Urantungalag Bishindi and also Otgonbold Batakyog. But 37-34 in the fourth set, and 3 sets to 1, 6 points, and the points tally tells the story. The bronze medal goes to China, and disappointment, no medal for Mongolia. Of course, earlier in the day we had the women's team event, and on that occasion the gold medal went to Korea, the silver medal to Chinese Taipei. And the bronze medal in the team event went to Japan, and China actually missed out. So that was a great disappointment for Zhang Xinyan. So relieved and much happier to have won the bronze medal here. The wind is getting up a little now. There's a higher reading than we saw before, up to nearly 5 metres per second. And certainly an update on the wind conditions there, making it more difficult. And confirming that the final score in the bronze medal match was China 6 points, Mongolia 2. Now we move to the gold medal match in the recurve mixed team event, Japan versus Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
On target 1, representing Japan. On target 2, representing Korea. Our world archery judge for this match is Julian.
The team from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in the white tops and representing Japan in the blue. They beat Mongolia in the semi-finals, and PRK beat China 6-2 in the semi-final. So the team from Japan is Tomomi Sugimoto and Takahiro Furukawa. They are firing first. And opening up with a 10 for Sugimoto. Now the Democratic People's Republic of Korea with a 10. The team is Kang Eun-ju and Park Young-won. Some similarity in the opening two arrows from each team. Sugimoto with a 10 and an 8 for her first two arrows. Now Furukawa. A 10. An 8 and a 10 for him. So both contributing an 8 and a 10 with their two arrows, the man and the woman for Japan, for a total of 36. On the line, scores the highest score of 9. So 10 points difference and 1 arrow to come here from Park Young-won. And it's a 9. Can't manage the 10.
Double 10 and double 8. Target 2 got 10, 7 and double 9. We will wait for the official score from the target judge.
So very close, 36-35, but Japan nose ahead in this gold medal match, taking the first set. It's a best of 4 set competition to see who wins the gold medal. This is the recurve mixed team gold medal match.
Target 2 shoot first.
So 36-35, the score after the first 4 arrows. And it's the Democratic People's Republic of Korea stepping up with Kang Eun-ju, 23 years old. Finished 8th in the women's team event in 2014 at the Asian Games. Seven. A 10 and a 9 before this, and now a 7 for Kang. And a 9 for Park Young-won, a 22-year-old, who also competed in the Asian Games in 2014, where he finished 5th in the men's team event and 6th in the recurve individual. Now Japan, Sugimoto, and a 10. A 10, 8 and 10 so far for Sugimoto. And almost in the same spot, an 8, 10 and 10 for Furukawa. 2 10s. For a perfect 20 from their first 2 arrows against 7 and 9, 16.
8.
A 9 and an 8 for a total of 33. Well, 33 is not going to be good enough against this highly accurate attack from Japan. 3 10s. And now Furukawa to see if he can wrap up a perfect score. And he can. This Japanese mixed team are on fire.
Target 2 got the double 9, 7 and 8. We will wait for the official score from the target judge.
So 4 10s for a 40. Excellent work from Tomomi Sugimoto and Takaharu Furukawa. And Sugimoto, as I mentioned, just 23 years old, but at the World Cup this year, she won a gold medal in Turkey and came 5th in the mixed team on both occasions in Berlin and Turkey. She's been to the World Championships back in 2017, 17th in the individual event, 4th in the mixed team. And Takahuru Furukawa for Japan, a little bit older, 34. In fact, he has said that he wants to win a gold medal at the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo, and then he will retire from competition. And amazingly, as you may have heard, he has trouble distinguishing the centre rings on the archery target from 70 metres away. But he says, as it is the aim of the sporting event to shoot an arrow at the centre of the target, he just aims for the centre. Now it's PRK, down 2 sets to 0.
8.
And an 8 with the first arrow for Kang Un-ju. So it's 4 points to 0 in favour of Japan in this best of 4 sets. And that means PRK must win this set.
9.
Or when I say must win, or at least tie. In fact, that won't be enough. No, they must win. Must win. 17 for PRK from the first 2 arrows, and a 9 from Sugimoto. Now Furukawa. He keeps the 10s coming. That's 4 10s in a row for Furukawa. So PRK with 2 arrows, down by 2 points. Must score high here. A 10 is good from Kang Un-ju. Only her second 10, but it's arrived when necessary.
9.
And a 9 for Park Young-won. So a lead of 17. And a 9 from Sugimoto. So 8 points is the difference. Japan need an 8 to tie and win here. Furukawa. And it's a 10. It's a 10 for the team of Takaru Furukawa and Tomomi Sugimoto. And the gold medal goes to Japan. Straight sets. We will wait for the official confirmation, but there it is, 38-36 in the third and what will be the final set. 3 straight sets will give Japan a 6 points to 0 win over the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, who will take a silver medal. And silver, always a great consolation prize.
The winner of this match is Japan! Congratulations, you are winning the gold medal of review mixed team. And
So a very good result for Japan to win a gold medal here in the mixed competition. They haven't been prominent so far today in the winning of medals. Took a bronze earlier on, but otherwise weren't cited in the women's and men's team events. And so a gold medal here in the mixed team, recurve mixed team for Japan. And in fact, that is a good result for Tomomi Sugimoto. So she has now collected a gold and a bronze. And Furukawa of Japan will be very happy there to have won, because he bowed out yesterday in the men's team competition in the quarterfinals, losing to Chinese Taipei, who of course went on to the final. So Japan take the gold medal, and when I say Japan yesterday lost to Chinese Taipei, well, Chinese Taipei went on to take the gold medal, so it was not an insignificant loss. So now we wait for the compound mixed team medal matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just watched the competition in category recurve mixed team. Hadirin, baru saja tadi kita saksikan babak final untuk pertandingan recurve mixed team. And next we will see the competition for category common mixed team, bronze medal match and gold medal match. For bronze medal match between Singapore and Islamic Republic of Iran. And for gold medal match is between Republic of Korea and Chinese Taipei. The match will begin at 1:50. Hadirin, kami informasikan bahwa selanjutnya adalah pertandingan perebutan medali perunggu dan medali emas untuk kategori compound mixed team. Dan pertandingan akan dimulai pada pukul 1.50.
So the ground announcer telling us that the compound mixed team bronze medal match, to be then followed by the gold medal match, will commence in 20 minutes from now, just under 20 minutes from now. They have to set the targets at a different distance, so just a few rearrangements, but congratulations Congratulations to Japan on winning that gold medal and confirming the final score. 36-35 in the first set, 40-33 in the second, 38-36 in the third. 3 sets to 0 and 6 points to 0. Japan take the gold, Democratic People's Republic of Korea silver, and the bronze medal goes to China, who defeated Mongolia in that bronze medal match. That's the recurve mixed team competition completed.
Hadirin, dapat kita saksikan di lapangan saat ini, tim lapangan sedang menyiapkan arena untuk pertandingan kategori compound mixed team. Dan saya informasikan bahwa perbedaan antara kategori compound dan recurve terdapat pada beberapa hal. Di antaranya adalah jarak target dari area shooting line. Pada kategori recurve, target terletak pada 70 meter dari area shooting line, sedangkan pada kategori compound, target terletak sejauh 50 meter dari area shooting line. Another difference between recurve and compound category is the ball that athlete use to shoot the arrow. Perbedaan lainnya adalah busur yang digunakan oleh para atlet untuk menembakkan anak panah. And the last difference between recurve and compound is in the scoring method. On recurve, we use set system, and on compound, we use a cumulative score. Lalu perbedaan terakhir adalah terletak pada cara penilaian dari kedua kategori ini. Tadi kita saksikan bersama pada kategori recurve.
Victory BNK48 สัปดาห์นี้พบกับเรื่องสุดหลอนจากประสบการณ์จริง
แล้วเราก็แบบหันไปมองตรงกำแพงเฮ้ยเห็นเงาใครอ่ะเราก็เลยเล่นโยกตัวแต่เงาอ่ะมันไม่โยกตามหนู
และภารกิจท้าทายความมืด
จ้องมองที่กระจกและเช็ดหน้าครับ
ห้ามพลาด
นัดเพื่อนมาให้ครบพบนักร้องหนุ่มเสียงนุ่มแหนมรณเดชเมื่อไรก็เจอเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในทุกนาทีตอนจากนี้ที่อยู่ตรงนี้
รอคอยซุปตาคนนี้มานานเหลือเกินคุณชอบเพลงนี้อยากกินแหนมคุณเขาเจอแต่แหนมตุ้มจิ๋วนะครับผมวันนี้เจอแหนมแบบเต็มเลย
ครับใหญ่ด้วยครับ
ใหญ่ไม่กลัวกลัวเปรี้ยว
หาพร้อมกันหน้าทีวีพุธนี้ 20:05 นาที
วันเด็กเนี่ยเขาให้ไปดูรถถังแต่วันหลังเนี่ยให้พาไปดูรถพี่ครับ
เข้าพรรษาให้ไปไหว้พระเพราะเราคบกับพี่มาเดี๋ยวพี่พาไปไหว้แม่ลูก
การต่อสู้ที่จะมาช่วงชิงความเป็นหนึ่งในสงครามจังเกิลวอร์รอบไฟนอลกับการฟาดฟัน
วันนี้กระต่ายป่ากลับบ้านไงครับแหมปากดี
เชื่อเฉือน
ถ้าร้อนกันมากเรื่องเลี้ยงลูกทีหลังโทรมายืมกูตรงๆก็ได้ไม่ต้องมาแข่งให้เหนื่อยรู้ปะ
พุ่งสุดตัว
ที่จะรัก
และแขกรับเชิญสุดพิเศษที่จะมาฟิชเจอริ่งกับ2หน้ากากฝากความคิดของฉันเอาไว้อยู่ในเธอ
ผมเพิ่งมาเลยนะผมไม่รู้ว่าเขาคือใครมาก่อนเสียงเขาบังคับได้ตามใจจริงๆนะฮะนี่คือมืออาชีพจริง
ๆและคนที่ได้เป็นแชมป์ของจังเกิลวอร์คือหน้ากาก
ร่วมลุ้นไปพร้อมกันพฤหัสบดีที่30 สิงหาคมนี้ 20:05 นาทีเป็นต้นไป
ความสนุกของจำปวดหน้าจอสัปดาห์นี้
เสด็จพ่อสีแง่แก่แต่เสด็จแม่ที่รักใครค่ะอุ้มชูมาแต่เยาว์สรรหาให้เราทุกสิ่งไปค่ะแต่ลูกอยากอยู่กับแม่กูร้องอะไร
วันอาทิตย์ที่ 2 กันยายนเวลาดี 4 โมงเย็น
โอ้ยเป็นแฟนบอกกั๊กกี่ปีเนี่ยปีที่3แล้วครับ
3 ปีแล้ว
แต่งเมื่อไหร่
ดูกันไปก่อนพี่
ดูไปก่อน
อยากเป็นวัยรุ่นกันอยู่ยังไม่อยากแก่
ไม่อย่าใช้วิธีเหมือนแจ๊สทำไมแจ๊สชกให้จุกแล้วก็พาหนีเลย
ต่อยท้องลากเลย
ไอ้แจงเป็นคนต่อยแจ๊ส
เขาโดน
แจ๊สพูดเลย
เจอกันวันอาทิตย์บ่ายโมงครึ่ง
Victory BNK48 สัปดาห์นี้พบกับเรื่องสุดหลอนจากประสบการณ์จริง
แล้วเราก็แบบหันไปมองตรงกำแพงเฮ้ยเห็นเงาใครอ่ะเราก็เลยเล่นโยกตัวแต่เงาอ่ะมันไม่โยกตามหนู
และภารกิจท้าทายความมืด
จ้องมองที่กระจกและเช็ดหน้าครับ
ห้ามพลาด
นัดเพื่อนมาให้ครบพบนักร้องหนุ่มเสียงนุ่มแหนมรณเดชเมื่อไรก็เจอเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในทุกนาทีตอนจากนี้ที่อยู่ตรงนี้
Budaya Indonesia Poco-poco adalah line dance yang sangat terkenal di Indonesia yang awalnya Indonesia bagian timur. Untuk para penonton nanti dapat ikut bergoyang bersama. Ladies and gentlemen, you can dance together with all the performer from Yayasan Bentara Budaya Indonesia. You can relax your body, you can move and enjoy the music. To give more energy on archery field, Jakarta Gelora Bung Karno. They are one of participants from Yayasan Bentara Budaya Indonesia. Will perform Poco Poco, which is a popular line dance that is originated from Eastern Indonesia. Please give big round of applause for the one of participants from Yayasan Bentara Budaya, Poco Poco. Ladies and gentlemen, para hadirin, all athlete and official, when the music on, you can do the Poco Poco dance together with the performer to relax your body and enjoy the music. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athlete to the field for the couple mixed team bronze medal match, Asian Games 2018, Jakarta, Palembang.
Welcome back to the GBK Sports Complex in Jakarta, the Gelora Bung Karno Sports Complex to give it its full name. And we now turn from recurve bow medal action to compound bows, mixed team bronze medal and gold medal matches. First up, Singapore versus Iran.
On target 2, representing Islamic Republic of Iran. Our archery judge for this match, Mr. Muhammad Harun bin Hamza.
So the two teams ready to go in this bronze medal match of the compound mixed team event, and representing Singapore, who defeated the Republic of Korea in their way through here.
Target 2 shoots first.
It's Lo Zhe and Lee Chung-hee from Singapore, and their opponents from Iran are Fereste Gobani and Nima Mahboubi Matboui, and it will be Mahboubi Matboui first for Iran. Starts with a brilliant 10. So that scores an X for the inner ring. Gobani. Ten. So a tremendous start for Iran. All of these archers competed in the men's and women's team event yesterday, now in the mixed team. And a perfect start for Lee Chung-hee. And an 8 scores for Lo Zhe. So Iran with a 2-point lead after the first 2 arrows. A reminder that this is a cumulative point scoring competition. Gourbani with an 8, possibly a 9. And Mahboubi shooting second this time. Stays on track very much with a 10, so 2 10s, one of them an X for Mahboubi Matboui of Iran. And very good shooting from Lee Chung-hee. Now low for Singapore. Needs a 10 to stay with them. And she gets it. Could hear the cheer in the background. Exa. So
Triple X 10 and 8. Target 2 got triple 10 and 8. We will wait for the official score from the target judge.
but very good scoring from both teams early on, with 3 10s and an 8 for Singapore. 3 X's in fact and an 8. That inner ring in the 10 scores an X. 3 10s and an 8, 38 out of a possible 40. And Iran with 3 10s and a possible 9, which is yet to be confirmed. So at this stage it's 38 all, but it could yet be a 1-point lead for Iran. Now, in the recurve bow, it is won by the best of 4 sets, but in the compound bow, it is the total point score. arrows are checked after each end of 4 arrows. 2 by the man, 2 by the woman. And there it is, confirmation that that arrow was a 9 for arrow number 3. And so 39-38, it's Iran ahead by 1. The narrowest of leads after the first 4 arrows. Now Singapore. This is Lee Chun-hee, 43 years old. And dead accurate. Now Low, who is 23. And she is as accurate as you could reasonably hope to be. Another X. Over to Iran and Matboui. He's 46. Just shows you that age is certainly no barrier in archery. It's more about concentration, focus, precision, repetition.
Position 10.
Gorbani with a 9 and possible 10. Yet another X for Lee. 3 in a row for him. Now Low. And well, this is brilliant shooting from her as well. 2 10s. That's a perfect 40 for the Singapore duo. And now Iran. Well, with the compound bow, the accuracy just near perfect, and just depending on whether the previous arrow 2 back was a 9 or a 10, this could make another perfect score here. A 9. So that gives the edge to Singapore in the second end. So the second end, it could be 40, or will be 40 for Singapore, and 38 or possibly 39 for Iran, after Iran led by 1 following the first 4 arrows, the first end. Could be level at the end of the second end. We'll wait for confirmation. But the accuracy, excellent from both teams. In the very first 2 arrows, we had an 8 for Singapore. Otherwise, everything has been perfect. In the case of Iran, there's been 3 9s, but otherwise they too have been perfect with 10s. So the score stands at 40-38 in the second end. So this means Singapore are 1 ahead overall, 78-77. Iran were ahead by 1. Now it's Singapore ahead by 1. We go into the third end. Another 10 for Matboui and Iran. The prize is a bronze medal. A 9 for Gorbani. And Lee Chung-hee, who took a silver medal at the Southeast Asian Games in the compound men's team and 5th place as the compound individual. Low now. So something went wrong in the technique for Low on that occasion. A 10 for Iran from Gorbani. And a 10 for Iran again. So a total of 39 for Iran in that end of 4 arrows. And it's going to be difficult here for Singapore after that 5.
9.
Low, steady. Taking a long time, the buzzer just got the arrow away for a 10. Oh, the buzzer was only a second away. She held it a long time, waiting to get steady. 39-34 in that third end. So a 5-point accumulation advantage for Iran. And the total score now stands at Iran 116, Singapore 112. That one arrow, the 5, was very costly. Matbui, who finished 4th at a World Cup event in the compound individual this year and 9th compound mixed team event in Berlin. So Berlin and Turkey had good World Cup results this year. And
second one, shoot first.
Gorbani, who is 24 years old. Certainly in both cases, the woman much younger than the man in these two mixed teams. So confirmation was 39-34 in the third end, and it's 116 to 112, a 4-point lead for Iran. Big task here now for Singapore. Great start from Lee Chung-hee. Now Low has to keep it consistent and consistently good. And she does. An X, couldn't be better. So 2 10s start for Singapore. Will Iran waver at all? Will they let Singapore back into this bronze match? No, says Matbubi Maui. He equals the efforts of Singapore with a 10. Now Gorbani. Another 10. Well, that makes it very difficult for Singapore now. Still trailing by 4 with 2 arrows remaining. Tremendous shooting under pressure from both teams. Lee Chung-hee. Another 10. Brilliant archery from Lee Chung-hee. Now Low. Can she make Iran work for it? Last arrow. And she does with another 10, a perfect 40, as they did in the second end. 2 perfect rounds of 4 arrows. But it's Iran now with 2 arrows to win the bronze medal. And a 9 doesn't really open the door. The difference is 7. So this to win the bronze medal with a 7 or better. And it's a 10. And outstanding archery. Brilliant under pressure there, particularly Matboui with yet another 10. And just waiting for the judges to confirm the results, but that last end did go to Singapore 40-39. And the scores are close, but it is Iran 155-152 likely to win this bronze medal once we have the scores confirmed. And they're on their way. In fact, Singapore won 2 ends, also won the second end 40-38, but it was the third end which Iran won 39-34 when one Singapore arrow scored 5 that was costly.
The winner of this match is Islamic Republic of Iran. Congratulations, you are winning the bronze medal category couple mixed team.
So the bronze medal goes to the Islamic Republic of Iran, and a brilliant performance from them, from Fereste Gorbani and Nima Matboui. Excellent shooting from them. They were so consistent, 39, 38, 39, 39 through all 4 ends. They did not waver. And on the other hand, Singapore 38, 40, 34, 40, the ups and downs. Still only really one end where they were just a fraction off the pace. And so a very good bronze medal match, but the bronze medal does go to the Islamic Republic of Iran, and Singapore miss out on a bronze medal in the compound mixed team archery. And that was the arrow that really made the difference, scoring a 5. Low otherwise was very good. In fact, all 4 archers were very good. Just shows that there is no room for not so much an error, but just a slight disappointment with one arrow can make all the difference. Singapore with 1-8 and 1-5, and that is the difference. 155-152, bronze to Iran.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athlete to the field for the couple mixed team gold medal match Asian Games 2018 Jakarta, Palembang.
So now we go to the compound mixed team gold medal match between the Republic of Korea and Chinese Taipei.
Representing Republic of Korea.
The Korean pair
On target 2, representing Chinese Taipei.
and Chinese Taipei.
Our judge for this match, Mr. William Chan.
Representing Korea, we have So Chae-won and Kim Jong-ho. And representing Chinese Taipei, Chen Yixuan and Pan Yu-ping. And Korea beating Singapore in the semi-final to make it through. Chinese Taipei beat Iran 153 to 138 to make it through. Korea to begin. And beginning with a 10. Two 10s to begin for So Chae-won and Kim Jong-ho. Now Chinese Taipei. First arrow less than a 10.
Eight.
So Chae-won with an 8, and now Kim Jong-ho. And a 9, so a total of 37. 20 plus 17, 37. Not out of reach for Chinese Taipei here in this first end. Chen Yixuan with another X. And now Pan Yu-ping. And 8. So it is all even at 37. So there are the scores. 4 arrows, a total of 37, both with 2 X's and a 9 and an 8. And interestingly, we saw in the bronze medal match that the 2 men involved from opposing teams were in their 40s, but all 4 of our competitors in the gold medal match are in their 20s. In the case of Korea, Kim Jong-ho, 24, So Chae-won is 20, and for Chinese Taipei, Pan Yu-ping is 24, and Chen Yixuan, 23. Interesting too, you need a little bit of luck. And in the case, we just saw the bronze medal decided in favour of Iran over Singapore, and Iran won a shoot-off against Japan in the round of 16. So close to being defeated back in the round of 16, but they've gone through to win a bronze medal. Here's Korea. And Iran lost to Chinese Taipei in the semi-final, 153 to 138. That was why they were out of gold medal contention. And another 10. 2 10s to start for Korea in the second end. Singapore lost to Korea in the semi-final, 156 to 152. So here's Korea now, aiming for gold.
9.
It's a 9 possible 10. They needed to be a 10 after consecutive 10s for Korea. Now Korea again. 9. This remains very close. Kim Yong-ho. And in a 10 at X, Kim Yong-ho, who finished second at the Asian Games in the compound men's in 2014. And at World Championships, he has 2 gold medals in mixed team competition, 2015 and 2017. Now Chinese Taipei.
10.
And it's a 10 for Chen Yixuan. Pan Yu Ping with the 10.
Double 9 and double 10. We will wait for the official score from the title judge.
Well, this is extremely close again in the second end. Currently showing 39-38 in favour of Korea, but a 9 possible 10, the second arrow for Chinese Taipei. Look at that, the accuracy of that arrow. It was 37 each at the end of the first end. 4 arrows later at the end of the second. This could be even as well. In fact, it will be. It is a 10 and it's 39 all. So the overall score 76-76. Neck and neck in this match. So it's Korea versus Chinese Taipei for the gold medal, and there is nothing between them. One false move could be fatal here. 8 arrows to go, beginning of the third end. And an 8 is almost fatal in this tense competition. Chinese Taipei had 1-8 in their first end.
9.
And Korea have 2 8s now, one in the first end and one in this third. So 9 and an 8, 17 for Korea. A 9 for Chen Yixuan. A serious look on her face. She is so determined to win here. She's had some very good results in World Cup events in the last 2 years. Pan Yu Ping now. And a 10. So a 10 and a 9 for Chinese Taipei. 19. Better than 17 so far in this third end. It's another 10. So Che-won concentrating well. Now Kim. And a 10 as well. He initially competed in recurve archery before his coach recommended the switch to compound in 2013 to help alleviate a persistent injury. Current world ranking of 23 for Kim of Korea. This is Chinese Taipei's Chen.
9.
So a total of 37 for Korea from 4 arrows. And right now it's 18 for Chinese Taipei. 28, I should say. And another 10. Now this could send Chinese Taipei to the lead by 1.
Double 10 and double 9. We will wait for the official score from the judge.
38-37 to Chinese Taipei in this end. Still waiting for confirmation of the scores. The very first arrow for Korea, the 8, is the difference. Chinese Taipei, 2 9s, 2 10s. Chen Yixuan is probably the top-ranked individual of all of the 4. Currently world ranking of 5th. So 38-37, it's 114 to 113 overall. Chinese Taipei, leader by 1 point. The overall score is what matters. 4 arrows to go. This is the 4th end. This is the decider. A 9 for Kim. And a 10 for 20-year-old So Cho-won. Bronze medalist at the World Championships in women's team. And 19 points. A 9 for Chen. And a 9 for Pan. So 18 points for the first 2 arrows for Chinese Taipei. The scores are locked, 132 each. 2 arrows to go for each for the gold medal. A 10 for So of Korea. The gold medal for the compound mixed event, not far away. And an 8. An 8 for Kim. A 9. The score, 150 to 141. And Pan Yu-ping has this arrow. A 9 to draw, a 10 to win. It's a 10. A 10 from Pan Yu-ping, and Chinese Taipei appear to have won the gold medal. Chinese Taipei, what a breakthrough archery competition this is proving for them at the Asian Games. The Korean team disappointed. They have been the masters of archery for so long at the Asian Games in so many events. We'll wait for the judges to confirm the scores, but that last 10 from Pan Yu-ping looks as if it will be the gold medal winner. A silver medal for the Republic of Korean team of So and Kim, but you can see their disappointment. It was gold that they were after, but Chinese Taipei, what celebrations for the whole archery team. And this mixed team in the compound bow, Chen Yixuan and Pan Yuping and their coach celebrate a gold medal. And it was so close, with Chinese Taipei leading by just the 1 point coming into the final end. And then we saw a 9 and a 10, the first two arrows for Korea, double 9 for Chinese Taipei, which made it all level. And then for Korea, a 10 and then an 8 for Chinese Taipei, a 9. And so then it was a 9 to tie, a 10 to win, and Pan Yuping did this. A 10, and that is the winning of the gold medal. Look at Chen behind, and the coach, yes, they see the 10 and they punch the air. In the end, it couldn't have been closer. 151 to 150. 9 10s and 5 X's for Korea. 8 10s and 4 X's for Chinese Taipei, but it was the consistency of their scoring. Just a couple more 8s in the scoring among the arrows for Korea compared to Chinese Taipei. So it's gold Chinese Taipei, silver Republic of Korea.
Medali didapatkan oleh Republik of Korea. Dan sambil menantikan persiapan untuk medal seremoni atas 4 kategori yang didapatkan hari ini, kita akan menyaksikan beberapa penampilan bersama-sama untuk memberikan energi semangat untuk para penonton, para atlet, dan para tim yang bertugas di lapangan area panahan Gelora Bung Karno, Jakarta.
So the officials just gathering around the archery field here. Celebrations going on underneath where all of the competitors are. There's always the smiles and joy of winning and the disappointment, head bowed, and sometimes tears at losing. But full credit to all of the teams who have competed. You can see the trees moving around and the flags as well. Those flags are very light, but the trees moving around, and there was a bit of wind to contend with in that final, so it makes it all the more impressive with a high degree of accuracy, mainly 9s and 10s, and also that final arrow, the final winning arrow from Pan Yuping under so much pressure, carrying the weight of his team, his country, his own hopes, and well, that's what you dream of, don't you? Winning a gold medal with a shot for a 10 to win. 151 to 150, the final score. Information on the big video screen there about some of the animals of Indonesia and kabaddi and bridge. A couple of the sports being partaken of at the Asian Games. There's also jet skiing and sports climbing. Sports climbing will be an Olympic sport in Tokyo. And of course, local varieties as well, like Sepak Takraw. So that completes all of the program today, but we'll just wait and see if we will soon have medal presentations. So decided today, the recurve women's team gold medal, recurve men's team medals, and the two mixed team, recurve mixed team and compound mixed team medals decided today. So 4 gold medals, silver and bronze medals have now been awarded in the archery, and tomorrow we will have another 4 gold medals, and should be some spectacular competition with the recurve women's individual, recurve men's individual, and then the compound women's team medals and the compound men's team medals. So that's all ahead tomorrow, but today 4 gold medals, and well, as much as there are a number of countries celebrating the winning of medals, there's no stopping Chinese Taipei, who have really come from the clouds here and putting in a most impressive display. There's something happening in Chinese Taipei when it comes to archery, there's no doubt about that.
Victory BNK 48 สัปดาห์นี้พบกับเรื่องสุดหลอนจากประสบการณ์จริง
แล้วเราก็แบบหันไปมองตรงกำแพงเฮ้ยเห็นเงาใครอ่ะเราก็เลยเล่นโยกตัวแต่เงาอ่ะมันไม่โยกตามหนู
และภารกิจท้าทายความมืด
จ้องมองที่กระจกและเช็ดหน้าครับ
นัดเพื่อนมาให้ครบพบนักร้องหนุ่มเสียงนุ่มแหนมรณเดชเมื่อไรก็เจอเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในทุกนาทีต่อจากนี้ที่อยู่ตรงนี้
รอคอยซุปตาคนนี้มานานเหลือเกินคุณชอบเพลงนี้อยากกินแหนมคุณเขาเจอแต่แหนมตุ้มจิ๋วนะครับผมวันนี้เจอแหนมแบบเต็มๆเลย
ครับใหญ่ด้วยครับ
ใหญ่ไม่กลัวกลัวเปรี้ยว
หาพร้อมกันหน้าทีวีพุธนี้20:05 นาที
วันเด็กเนี่ยเขาให้ไปดูรถถังแต่วันหลังเนี่ยให้พาไปดูรถพี่ครับ
เข้าพรรษาให้ไปไหว้พระเพราะเราคบกับพี่มาเดี๋ยวพี่พาไปไหว้แม่ลูก
การต่อสู้ที่จะมาช่วงชิงความเป็นหนึ่งในสงครามจังเกิลวอร์รอบไฟนอลกับการฟาดฟัน
วันนี้กระต่ายป่ากลับบ้านไงครับแหมปากดี
เชื่อเฉือน
ถ้าร้อนกันมากเรื่องเลี้ยงลูกกับทีหลังโทรมายืมกูตรงๆก็ได้ไม่ต้องมาแข่งให้เหนื่อยรู้ป่ะ
พุ่งสุดตัว
ที่จะรัก
และแขกรับเชิญสุดพิเศษที่จะมาฟิชเจอริ่งกับ2หน้ากากฝากความคิดของฉันเอาไว้อยู่ในเธอ
ผมเพิ่งมาเลยนะผมไม่รู้ว่าเขาคือใครมาก่อนเสียงเขาบังคับได้ตามใจจริงๆนะฮะนี่คือมืออาชีพจริง
ๆและคนที่ได้เป็นแชมป์ของจังเกิลวอร์คือหน้ากาก
ร่วมลุ้นไปพร้อมกันพฤหัสบดีที่30 สิงหาคมนี้20:05 นาทีเป็นต้นไป
ความสนุกของจำปวดหน้าจอสัปดาห์นี้
เสด็จพ่อสีแง่แก่แต่เสด็จแม่ที่รักใครค่ะอุ้มชูมาแต่เยาว์สรรหาให้เราทุกสิ่งไปแต่ลูกอยากอยู่กับแม่กูร้องอะไร
วันอาทิตย์ที่2 กันยายนเวลาดี 4 โมงเย็น
อ้ยเป็นแฟนบอกกั๊กกี่ปีเนี่ยปีที่3แล้วครับ3 ปีแล้วแต่งเมื่อไหร่
ลุยกันไปก่อนพี่
ลุยไปก่อน
อยากเป็นวัยรุ่นกันอยู่ยังไม่อยากแก่
ไม่อย่าใช้วิธีเหมือนแจ๊ดทำไมแจ๊ดชกให้จุกแล้วก็พาหนีเลย
ต่อยท้องลากเลย
ไอ้แจงเป็นคนต่อยแจ๊ด
เขาโดน
จะลากแจ๊ดพูดเลย
เจอกันวันอาทิตย์บ่ายโมงครึ่ง
Victory BNK 48สัปดาห์นี้พบกับเรื่องสุดหลอนจากประสบการณ์จริง
แล้วเราก็แบบหันไปมองตรงกำแพงเฮ้ยเห็นเงาใครอ่ะเราก็เลยเล่นโยกตัวแต่เงาอ่ะมันไม่โยกตามหนู
และภารกิจท้าทายความมืด
จ้องมองที่กระจกและเช็ดหน้าครับ
ห้ามพลาด
นัดเพื่อนมาให้ครบพบนักร้องหนุ่มเสียงนุ่มแหนมรณเดช
เมื่อไรก็เจอเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในทุกนาทีต่อจากนี้ที่อยู่ตรงนี้
รอคอยซุปตาคนนี้มานานเหลือเกินคุณชอบเพลงนี้อยากกินแหนมคุณเขาเจอแต่แหนมตุ้มจิ๋วนะครับผมวันนี้เจอแหนมแบบเต็มเลย
ครับใหญ่ด้วยครับ
ใหญ่ไม่กลัวกลัวเปรี้ยว
หาพร้อมกันหน้าทีวีพุธนี้ 20:05 นาที
วันเด็กเนี่ยเขาให้ไปดูรถถังแต่วันหลังเนี่ยให้พาไปดูรถพี่ครับ
เข้าพรรษาให้ไปไหว้พระเพราะเราคบกับพี่มาเดี๋ยวพี่พาไปไหว้แม่ลูก
การต่อสู้ที่จะมาช่วงชิงความเป็นหนึ่งในสงครามจังเกิลวอร์รอบไฟนอลกับการฟาดฟัน
วันนี้กระต่ายป่ากลับบ้านไงครับแหมปากดี
เชื่อเฉือน
ถ้าร้อนกันมากเรื่องเลี้ยงลูกกับทีหลังโทรมายืมกูตรงๆก็ได้ไม่ต้องมาแข่งให้เหนื่อยรู้ปะ
พุ่งสุดตัว
ที่จะรัก
และแขกรับเชิญสุดพิเศษที่จะมาฟิชเจอริงกับ2หน้ากาก
ฝากความคิดของฉันเอาไว้อยู่ในเธอ
เพิ่งมาเลยนะผมไม่รู้ว่าเขาคือใครมาก่อนเสียงเขาบังคับได้ตามใจจริงๆนะฮะนี่คือมืออาชีพจริง
ๆและคนที่ได้เป็นแชมป์ของจังเกิลวอร์คือหน้ากาก
ร่วมลุ้นไปพร้อมกันพฤหัสบดีที่30สิงหาคมนี้ 20:05 นาทีเป็นต้นไป
ความสนุกของจำปวดหน้าจอสัปดาห์นี้
เสด็จพ่อสีแง่แก่แต่เสด็จแม่ที่รักใครค่ะอุ้มชูมาแต่เยาว์สรรหาให้เราทุกสิ่งไปค่ะแต่ลูกอยากอยู่กับแม่กูร้องอะไร
วันอาทิตย์ที่2 กันยายนเวลาดี 4 โมงเย็น
โอ้ยเป็นแฟนบอกกั๊กกี่ปีเนี่ยปีที่3แล้วครับ3 ปีแล้วแต่งเมื่อไหร่
ลุยกันไปก่อนพี่
ลุยไปก่อน
อยากเป็นวัยรุ่นกันอยู่ยังไม่อยากแก่
ไม่อย่าใช้วิธีเหมือนแจ๊ดทำไมแจ๊ดชกให้จุกแล้วก็พาหนีเลย
ต่อยท้องลากเลย
ไอ้แจงเป็นคนต่อยแจ๊ด
เขาโดน
จะลากแจ๊ดพูดเลย
เจอกันวันอาทิตย์บ่ายโมงครึ่ง
Victory BNK 48สัปดาห์นี้พบกับเรื่องสุดหลอนจากประสบการณ์จริง
แล้วเราก็แบบหันไปมองตรงกำแพงเฮ้ยเห็นเงาใครอ่ะเราก็เลยเล่นโยกตัวแต่เงาอ่ะมันไม่โยกตามหนู
และภารกิจท้าทายความมืด
จ้องมองที่กระจกและเช็ดหน้าครับ
ห้ามพลาด
นัดเพื่อนมาให้ครบพบนักร้องหนุ่มเสียงนุ่มแหนมรณเดช
เมื่อไรก็เจอเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในทุกนาทีต่อจากนี้ที่อยู่ตรงนี้
รอคอยซุปตาคนนี้มานานเหลือเกินคุณชอบเพลงนี้อยากกินแหนมคุณ
เขาเจอแต่แหนมตุ้มจิ๋วนะครับผมวันนี้เจอแหนมแบบเต็มๆเลย
ครับใหญ่ด้วยครับ
ใหญ่ไม่กลัวใหญ่ไม่กลัวกลัวเปรี้ยว
หาพร้อมกันหน้าทีวีพุธนี้ 20:05 นาที
วันเด็กเนี่ยเขาให้ไปดูรถถัง แต่วันหลังเนี่ยให้พาไปดูรถพี่ครับ
เข้าพรรษาให้ไปไหว้พระเพราะเราคบกับพี่มาเดี๋ยวพี่พาไปไหว้แม่ลูก
การต่อสู้ที่จะมาช่วงชิงความเป็นหนึ่งในสงครามจังเกิลวอร์รอบไฟนอลกับการฟาดฟัน
วันนี้กระต่ายป่ากลับบ้านไงครับ
Play รวมความบันเทิงคุณภาพ เปิดความสนุกทุกที่ทุกเวลา
ส่งต่อความมั่นใจ สู้ไปด้วยกันนะครับ